We have a very large legacy that I think so many of us had lost sight of since the sisters and brothers have, most of them are gone. They did a very good job at keeping our family together and for holidays and, making sure that their children connected and that their grandchildren connected. And as each of them began to pass away, a little bit of our Sydney legacy also passed with them. And this was critical because there's one sister left. For me, it was very important because, I realized that my children didn't know their family other than, my mom or their immediate family, and they never met my grandmother. And, I think it's important for us to reunite, to keep that legacy alive, because our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren will too be Sydney's, and it's a critical legacy in the Youngstown area and for all of us as a family. Our family story on the website I actually interviewed some of our family members to kind of get the history, and it was a great meeting. We talked for 3 hours, and just watching them reminisce about growing up as Sydney and Youngstown. And it's a very powerful family with a very concrete legacy in the Youngstown area. Sydneys were known on all sides of town. Beautiful personalities, successful, educated, and also feisty. So our family story on the website kind of describes our history and what we did as a family and how close we were. I think to Grandma and Grandpa Sydney, it was critical that we were close-knit, and they did everything that they could to make sure that the sisters and the brothers and their children stayed close. And for a handful of us, I think that's still true. But as we've spread out, there's people in the family that I've never even met before that I'm excited to be able to meet. So I'm hoping that everybody will get on top of their registrations so that we can get a good head count and make sure that everybody has the opportunity to meet one another.
It's an opportunity for all of us to meet all of our relatives. A lot of us have children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, cousins, second, third cousins that we've never met and have never met us. The last time we had anything anywhere near this big was when our aunts and uncles, most of which are deceased now except for one, if we had a picnic on the 4th of July or a picnic on Memorial Day over at Aunt May's house, we all get together. Never really had anything this big, and it's just going to be an amazing thing to be able to come together for something other than a funeral and come together in joy and happiness instead of in sorrow and grief. Have a good time, enjoy each other, get to know each other, let the children know that they do have a family. So many children grow up with that loneliness, not knowing who their relatives are. We got hundreds of relatives that don't even know each other. It's gonna be a really good thing.
Well, it's going to be a blast the whole weekend. We've got lots of events and parties. Friday is our meet and greet where everybody who has registered will stop by the hospitality suite at our home base, which is right here at the Holiday Inn in Boardman. They will get a taste of Youngstown. So we're going to have some Belleria pizza, some Staples, some Handel's ice cream. Everybody will check in, get their final agendas for the weekend, have some food, get their t-shirts, and get their purple wristbands, which will admit them to all of the events for the rest of the weekend. And then Friday night, we're going to be all attending a party. All the adults, everybody over 21 has the option to attend a party, and the location will be disclosed once you come into the meet and greet. Then on Saturday, from 11 to 7, we've got our big family picnic. There's going to be lots of activities. We've got a talent show. We're going to do some 50-50 raffles, a spades tournament. We're also going to have some Sydney memorabilia for sale so that we can raise some money, and we're going to have some great DJing and some great food. And then after the picnic, we will again have our second party of the weekend for everybody over 21. It's optional to attend, and it's going to be at a local area club, and you'll have the opportunity to go to that, and we'll disclose the location once you get to the meet and greet. And then Sunday is our farewell brunch, where we are going to have a memorial and actually tell everybody, thank you, recognize our family members who've come from the furthest, also recognize our family members who are the oldest to the youngest, have a memorial for all of those who have passed, and remembering everybody, including Grandma and Grandpa Sidney, and wish everybody well, and everybody can kind of go explore Youngstown after that, go on their way, and then we will also announce the next family reunion, the location, and what year it would be, because everybody will be voting on that during the picnic. After April 1st, the prices are going to change. That's the first most critical thing. Also, you have to register in advance in order to get a T-shirt, in order to be able to attend all of the events, in order to be able to check in. You have to have a registration in advance. There will be no registering at the door. You can't just show up and attend any of the events and parties. So, I would like to create a database of family members, which I think is going to help us as we're all spread out all over, that if one of us is traveling to a city, we can log into our website, we can look up our database, we can see what family members might be in that area to connect with, and to kind of keep in connection. And I'd like to ultimately see these reunions happen, if not every year, every other year. So registering soon is critical. After April 1st, the prices will go up, and after May 1st, there will be no more registrations taking place. So the only way you can attend any of the events, get the updates, get the agenda, get your T-shirt, is to register in advance.